Before I begin, please take a second to subscribe to the channel if you enjoy real, emotional story times like this. And as you listen, I want you to think about what you would have done in my place, then share your thoughts in the comments at the end. At 2:15 a.m., my phone buzzed on the nightstand. I was half asleep, staring at the ceiling, waiting for her to come home. The house was quiet in that lonely, hollow way it gets when you know you're the only one awake, pretending not to worry. The text was from my wife. "I'm not coming home tonight. Don't wait up. Please don't make this harder." That was it. No explanation. No "I love you." No reason. Just 12 words that felt like a door slamming shut inside my chest. For a moment, I thought I was misreading it. My eyes burned as I reread the message again and again, hoping another line would magically appear. "Just kidding," or "I'm too drunk," or "I'll explain later." Nothing came. She had gone out with her coworkers just for a drink after work. She'd kissed me on the cheek around 9 p.m. and promised she'd be back by midnight. I remember joking, "Don't forget you're married," and she laughed, but not the way she used to. It was rushed, distant. I told myself I was overthinking it. I've been doing that a lot lately. I called her. Straight to voicemail. I called again. Same thing. By the third call, my hands were shaking. I opened her location. It showed a nightclub downtown. A place we'd passed 100 times but never gone into together. Too loud, she'd said. Too crowded. Not really my scene. Apparently it was someone's scene. I sat up in bed, heart pounding, memories crashing into me all at once. The late nights. The sudden password change on her phone. The way she'd started placing it face down on the table. The way she flinched the last time I hugged her from behind. I had asked her once gently, "Are we okay?" She smiled and said, "You worry too much." Now I stared at that text and realized something terrible. She hadn't been lying badly. She'd been lying confidently. Around 3 a.m., another message came through. I didn't plan for this to happen, but it did. That was the moment my stomach dropped. I texted back, "What didn't you plan? Where are you? Who are you with?" The typing bubble appeared, then disappeared. Minutes passed. Each one felt like a slow twist of a knife. Finally, she replied, "I can't explain over text. I'm sorry." Sorry. That word used to mean something between us. I didn't sleep at all. I sat on the edge of the bed until sunrise, watching the light creep through the curtains, illuminating the life we'd built together. Our wedding photo on the dresser, the coffee mug she bought me as a joke, the blanket we argued over every winter. Every object felt like evidence from a crime scene. She came home just after 7 a.m. I heard the door open softly, like she hoped silence might erase what she'd done. When she walked into the bedroom, she froze. I was still dressed, eyes red, phone in my hand. She looked different. Her makeup was smudged. Her dress wrinkled. There was a smell on her, alcohol, perfume, something unfamiliar. "You're awake," she said quietly. "I never went to sleep," I replied. My voice didn't sound like mine. She sat on the edge of the bed but didn't touch me. That hurt more than if she had. "I didn't mean for you to find out like this," she whispered. "Find out what?" I asked, even though I already knew. She swallowed hard. "There's someone else." The words landed without drama. No shouting. No crying at first. Just a dull, crushing pressure in my chest. "How long?" I asked. She hesitated. That hesitation told me everything. "A few months," she said. Months. While I was planning anniversaries. While I was fixing things around the house. While I was believing her when she said she was just tired. "Was tonight the first time?" I asked. She shook her head, tears finally spilling. "No." I laughed. Not because it was funny, but because something inside me finally broke. I thought of every time I defended her to friends. Every time I blamed myself for the distance between us. "Why didn't you just tell me?" I asked. She looked at me and said something I'll never forget. "I didn't want to be the bad person." That's when I understood. She wasn't cruel. She wasn't heartless. She was just willing to let me suffer quietly so she wouldn't have to feel guilty. We talked for hours. She cried. She apologized. She said she was confused. She said she still loved me in a way. But trust doesn't die in a scream. It dies in moments like 2:15 a.m. Short, cold, and irreversible. By the end of the day, I packed a bag. As I stood at the door, she asked, "Is this really it?" I looked back at her, the woman I married, and the stranger she had become. "It ended when you sent that text," I said. "I'm just catching up." I left without slamming the door. Healing didn't come fast. Some nights it still doesn't. But I learned something important. Love without honesty isn't love. It's a performance. And I deserved more than a role I didn't agree to play.